Nigeria is bad enough for us to begin to have Gabriels being in charge of I already have an idea of who the Godfather is. Oh, I have an idea of who the Godfather is, and I can give you clues. The Godfather is from South. The Godfather we are talking about is from South, and he is occupying a very, very important political position in Nigeria. I think those two clues are good enough for you. The Godfather is from South, and is occupying a very, very key important role in Nigeria. Key political important role in Nigeria. So you know who the Godfather is. If you say me, I say Baba. If you put Gida, now you know.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you guys are watching me for. Our senior man Magnus say he know person will be Godfather of Bobri. Say the Godfather na politician and the person they powerful for Nigeria. But the funny part where they work on the wonder me be say he no be the first person where they talk this thing. I don't hear this in more than 20 people page or people mouth. The content I say the thing they sound like true for my ear because one thing me I believe and based on the way me I come from. There's anything where group of people they talk about when I check and where truth be the day inside. Mr. Magnus say the person among 5 top men for Nigeria for political power for Nigeria. And number 2, the person, the power with the person get, nobody fit change am based on say na senior man for the Obodo Nigeria wo dey. But the question be say, I be dey look the person with one eye, but no sure. But this one wey people come dey talk dey go, e come dey like say na true e dey be for my eye now. When I hear wetin our senior man Magnus need to talk about the matter, but wetin me I just know be say if I call Baba, if we put Gida, na you sabi.
What the House of Reps is doing is purely trying to balance reality and fiction. They're trying to balance reality and fiction. The truth is that BOBRISKY did not sleep in the cell. If that comes to light, it's going to indict the correction services in Nigeria. So they are trying to put it that, well, BOBRISKY actually stayed inside the prison cell, but it was in a separate cell that was, fixed for him. That's not true. That's not the truth. The truth is that BOBRISKY spent just 3 days in the cell, and not is the cell that they showed the prison officer that BOBRISKY stayed was the cell he stayed for 3 days while they were preparing his flat for him outside. In that flat, he had a cook, he had fridge, gas cooker, he even had people that would take care of his bed. I don't know whether they even give him persuade with the service. All those when they say his family, they come visit him. I don't know whether there are people who need his services, his fellow Gabriel people that would need his services. Now I tell you that there's a cult. This whole thing is a cult. Somebody sent me a message from a high-ranking place saying that some of these people are not necessarily Gabriel, but because there's an enclave of high political value that is spiritually entwined, such that in order to sustain your political and occultic relevance in that group, you have to indulge in this Gabrielic thing thrice a year. Those parties that you see BOBRISKY holds multiple times a year are places where these other Gabriels gather, such that those who want to renew their Gabrielic relevance in that occultic circle go there and pick their choice, and they pay heavily. Allegedly. Everything I'm saying is alleged. So that's what is happening here. So the fact that BOBRISKY It's like this thing, what do they call? A cue ball. Where if you think that's where they'll kick and go here, if you go, they'll kick and go here. All this thing is to ensure that BOBRISKY never appear to give answers. And that's where this thing is going. For me, I should think VDM should let the matter slide. If we're not going to hear BOBRISKY's side of the story, let the matter just slide. Let us just let the matter slide. You get me? Let the matter slide. Let the matter slide. Because what they are doing, BOBRISKY, is they are using BOBRISKY to play on the intelligence of Nigeria. First, BOBRISKY said he wants to commit suicide. He didn't commit suicide again. Then later, he started bragging that nothing is going to happen to him. Then later he said, every day, BOBRISKY today, BOBRISKY tomorrow. That is he the only celebrity? Celebrity of what? What are you celebrating? Celebrating homosexuals in Nigeria? You are celebrating what? What role model are you? Please, I had said I want to start a process of going into secondary schools and educating young minds to value the essence of being a man. Young boys valuing being a man and young girls valuing being ladies. Because it appears this Gabrielic spirit has penetrated our societal fabrics beyond how I imagined. Some people have called me and said they want to be part of it, but nobody has actually reacted. Trust me, I am not using an avenue to make money. But I just need something maybe to put fuel in the car. Maybe if I go to school, I buy a carton of biscuit and give them to share. After speaking to them, I remove like 3 cartons of biscuit and give them to share. If possible, Bobo. So they are happy. They will remember that somebody came and gave them a lecture. It's very important. It's very, very, very important. This is a fight that you might even have a child at home. You don't know his sexual preference, his or her sexual preferences. You don't know. So please, if you are a father and you are a mother, spend time to call your daughter or your son and ask if he is straight or she is straight. Ask if people have approached them to sell the wrong sexual concept to their head. It's very important. It's very, 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 very important. So it's very, very important. So please, I beg you, I would have done that yesterday, but when you look at fuel, before you drive to that school, you find out that at least 2 schools a day, in the morning before they do assembly, I will go and meet the principal, tell them that I want to speak to them during the assembly. That should be around 8 or so. After addressing them, maybe I give them 1 carton or 3 cartons or 4 cartons of biscuit. Make them chop, at least maybe share in the lower class. Then the SS3, they must not eat biscuit. But the lower class, and ask the children, has anybody come to you, sell the idea? This is how I want to do it. I will share a small piece of paper for them. Say, please, if you know that you are having this feeling that I'm a man, no, but it's like I'm thinking I'm a woman, just write yes on that piece of, don't write your name, write yes and fold it and tie this, squeeze it tightly. But if you don't feel, just write no, but you must write something on that piece of paper. Then the teachers will take their cartons or basket and go, all of them will drop the paper inside. Then we'll open it. If at least 1 or 2 say yes, they will know that we have a problem in school. Then we'll tell us, okay, all those who know that they have, please come to the principal's office. Let us help you. Let us counsel you. We need to help our society. We need to help our society. God did not create man to become a woman. Neither did God create a woman to become a man. Man is a beautiful creature. So also is a woman. I cannot, as a man, see the features of another man like me and exalt any sexual reaction. I can only get erection at the sight of the female genitalia. That is how it is supposed to be. That is the nature of God's creation. So Nigeria is, we've not finished contending with the policies of bad governance. Wow, Ifeanyi, can you please copy the link of that page, and or is it on Gist Lover? You get me? So Nigeria is bad enough for us to begin to have Gabriels being in charge of I already have an idea of who the Godfather is. Oh, I have an idea of who the Godfather is, and I can give you clues. The Godfather is from South. The Godfather we are talking about is from South, and he is occupying a very, very important political position in Nigeria. I think those two clues are good enough for you. The Godfather is from South, and is occupying a very, very key important role in Nigeria. Key political important role in Nigeria. So you know who the Godfather is. If you say me, I say Baba. If you put Gida, now you know. So, but that's as far as I know. Because me I no get money to pay for apartment. I no get, and I don't say they will allow me use phone call for prison. So that's the best I can know. So the truth is, we are in a very bad situation. See, all the people leading this country from the top down to the House of Reps, down to Senate, down to judiciary, down to anywhere, they are all corrupt. They are all corrupt. Nobody is free. Everybody, I'm telling you. Everybody is corrupt. You get me? So, we have a duty. For those of us who are not Gabriels, we have a duty to fight and restore a society and a culture that our children can inherit. We have a culture that we must protect. And that culture is that our boy child or girl child, they grow up to become men and women, marry, a boy marries a man, and a woman marries a boy, a man marries a woman marries a man, and they grow up and have children, and so on and so forth, to have a good and better society. These days where I grew up, I never knew anything about this nonsense when I was growing up as a child. In fact, the word Gabriel never came into my vocabulary at the age of 10, 20, 30, 40. Never came into my mind until recently when all this rubbish did happen. So if you are a man and you are feeling that you are a woman, trust me, don't say that's how you are born with. It's a deformity. It's a sexual deformity. So it's just like a man born without legs or a man born crippled, and then you say it's normal. It's not normal. You know that you're not supposed to be born that way. You're not supposed to be born that way, but now so you come out anyway. So What you now do is maybe they start looking for a wheelchair for you to make you have something close to a normal life. So if you're also born with a mindset that you are not a man, you are not a woman, you are a deformity, you need help. The only wheelchair we can buy for you is to maybe hang picture of Toto for your face so that gradually you might start developing small likeness for it. Or start watching porn, how prick they enter Toto, and then you go begin to develop small attitude. But to say that is how you are, that is not true. If you are a woman and you think you are like a man, no. You are preventing that womb from carrying children. Oh yeah, woman say, no, I don't want to have children. I hate children because it's going to spoil my figure. You're supposed to have children. That's what you are created for. You're supposed to enjoy the sweetness and pleasure of the penetration of prick. That's what you are created for. You can't be carrying and wasting our precious vagina, carrying it along without the attraction of another man. You bring that bekus, let somebody enjoy it. You can't be carrying a fine God's creation and be carrying it around. You're a block light too. Carrying it around without people enjoying it. Please go out there, look for a man that has a suitable bowler for your bekus and enjoy it. It's what God created it for. Enjoy it to the fullest. I get married waiting. I get married. So if I married man, no, they enjoy bowler, they enjoy. I better carry your. So that's it. Nigeria is deteriorating. Let me say deteriorated. And we must do every means possible to save it. Please, if you feel like you want to be part of this campaign to save our upcoming bowlers in our secondary school, please be part of it. I know that if I was going to say, let me recruit Gabriel from secondary school, by I think I've been saying this for like 4 or 5 days now. By now, my bank account for don't food money. I don't know why evil attracts. If I said I want to start introducing young boys into Gabrielism, some of them don't send me like 2 million by now. But as I thought I won't start the process of campaigning against Gabriel in secondary school now, up to today, nobody has responded in my inbox that, look, let me assist you in this project. It is the reality of our today's life.